Welcome to the Coppell Fire Department Physical Ability Test, also known as the CPAT. The CPAT will consist of 8 events. Successfully completing each event demonstrates that a candidate is physically capable of performing the essential functions of the entry-level firefighter position. The CPAT is a timed event, and the candidates are only permitted one attempt. The total time to complete this test is 10 minutes and 30 seconds. Each candidate will be accompanied by 2 proctors to ensure safety and timing accuracy. Successful completion of each activity is required in order to move on to the next activity. The candidates will be required to wear the following equipment during the physical ability test: a 50-pound weighted vest that will be provided by Coppell Fire Department. The first event is a stair climb. The candidate will walk on a stair stepper to simulate the ascension up a flight of stairs. Once the candidate is placed, the timekeeper will begin the stair stepper machine. The candidate will transition into a 60 step per minute pace for 3 minutes and is not allowed to hold on to the handrails. The candidate may only touch the handrails to regain balance and would be given a maximum of 2 warnings. If any more warnings proceed past that, you are automatic failure. After successfully completing the 3 minutes, the candidate will then dismount the stair stepper and walk to the next event. The second event will be the Kaiser sled. When the candidate gets to the Kaiser sled, they will hit the weighted sled with a dead maul until the sled passes a predetermined spot near the middle of the sled frame. When they dismount the sled, safely drop the rubber mallet and move on to the next event. Event 3 is the equipment carry. The candidate will begin by picking up 2 45-pound kettlebells, performing a walk 40 feet, going around an obstacle, and walking back to the starting point. The candidates will then set the kettlebells down in a controlled manner and proceed to the next event. If at any point the candidate needs to adjust their grip, they are permitted to set the kettlebells down to do so. Event number 4 is the hose drag. 3 sections of 1 3/4 hose will be moved with a combination of pulling and dragging. Each candidate will begin by picking up the nozzle of the hose line and dragging it into a predetermined point, then making a 90-degree turn and continue dragging another distance until the candidate is inside of a designated area. The candidate will then kneel in this area and drag the hose using a hand-over-hand method until the second coupling, or 100 feet, is inside the same area as the candidate. During this continued pull, the candidate must maintain ground contact with one knee at all times, and they may not extend their reach beyond the cones. The 5th event is the ground ladder raise and extension. Each candidate will approach a 24-foot extension ladder placed on the ground and raise it in a hand-over-hand method using each rung until it rests on the side of the wall. The candidate will then use a halyard to hoist the ladder up until it is locked in a fully extended position. After a brief pause, the candidate will then unlock and lower the ladder until it is completely retracted and locked in the stowed position. If at any point the candidate does not maintain control of the ladder, skips rungs, or allows it to fall, this would result in an event failure. Event 6 is the ladder shoulder carry. Each candidate will remove a 14-foot ladder from the mounted hooks on the wall, placing it on their shoulder and walking 35 feet around a cone, then back 35 feet to the original starting point. After safely returning the ladder to the hooks, they may proceed to the next event. At any time, the candidate may not drop the ladder, nor allow one end or the other to touch the ground. Number 7 is the search area. The candidate will kneel on all fours and carefully navigate across a small obstacle, crawl through a confined space, and then navigate over another small obstacle. The candidate will then turn around after touching the cone and go back through the course to the original starting point. If at any time a candidate becomes disoriented, stops, or cannot complete the search area, this would result as a failure in this event. The rescue drag is section 8 in the last event. Each candidate will drag or carry a 165-pound simulated rescue mannequin 35 feet, navigate around a cone, and drag or carry the mannequin back to its original starting point. The time will stop when the feet of the mannequin pass the line upon which you started. Thank you for watching the Coppell Fire Department Physical Ability Test video. Should you have any questions, please contact our Fire Administration Office or visit coppelltx.gov/fire. The Coppell Fire Department is building community through public service.